Instead of titling this episode Back Off, it should have been titled Sex in the City. It's like everyone had sex on the brain. Priscilla and Bobby, Sam and Victoria, Victoria and the Vice President, Dale and Manny, everybody. The first scene opened up with Victoria and Sam in the yellow room yet again. Priscilla walked in on them, and of course, Victoria had all of this timed and planned out, to her benefit, of course. Priscilla's first instinct was to just turn around and leave out of the room, but Victoria told her to stick around and to put the tray of tea on the table. Somebody needs to knock her block off. Period. I just cannot stand all of the condescending remarks. And all we hear from Victoria is, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And so does Sam. All he does is kiss up to her. As needs to get off this detail, ma'am. As can't stand to be around you, ma'am. I cannot. Now, this is really making me sick. So then when Priscilla left, he wanted to leave too. And she goes, well, no, you haven't been dismissed. I mean, she talks to them like they're children. Then Sam told her that he will transfer out of the White House if he cannot get off the detail. And she goes, oh, well, you love her that much? And he told her, yes, I do. Then she said, well, she didn't mean that much to you when you had me bent over that desk. I'm like, Victoria is so desperate. It's just pathetic. But she had to remind him of who she was and basically threaten him if he were to leave the detail. So we'll see how this goes. Now we move on to the pharmacy with Dale and Sharon. And they're talking about Kareem and Barry, of which they haven't heard from either of them. Then Manny comes in. Manny is from Ruthless, of course, and he came in to pick up some medication. Clearly, he remembers Dale from the supermarket. Remember, I told you guys about this about 2 videos ago. Dale used to work in the fresh food section of the supermarket, and this is where Manny remembers him from, right? And he wanted to talk to Dale in private, but he told him that whatever he needed to say, that he could say it in front of Sharon, because Sharon is like a sister to him. So whatever he was going to say, he was going to end up telling her anyway. So Manny said, didn't you want to have sex with me? Just put it out there. There was no warm up, no foreplay, just put it right there on the table. Then he told him the raccoon can set him free. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, if he wanted to have sex with you, you're telling him that the raccoon can set him free. How is he going to do this when all y'all are having sex with each other? I'm lost. But Manny thinks that Dale can quickly be converted because he works right there in the pharmacy and they can use him because they need a whole lot of drugs on that compound. So he will be very resourceful. So then we move back to the kitchen with Sam and Priscilla. They discuss the fact that Victoria actually had Sam set up, and Sam swears that it's over with her. They go back and forth, and then he thanked her for being calm about it. And she said, oh, this is not a calm out of sympathy. I'm calm because Bobby is attracted to me, and I may just go and have sex with him. But Sam told her not to do that because Bobby would only make things worse between them. But Priscilla was like, we're going to keep this thing wide open, bruh. You started it. Now I've got to finish it. Can't wait to see this one. Then in our next scene, we have Jason and Alan having beer and sandwiches. Beer and sandwiches? Boy, I bet their stomach going to be tore up in a little while. Dale is sitting there acting like they're friends for real. I mean, I guess so, because his life is actually depending on it, like seriously. And Jason is sitting there high as a kite off the pain medicines that he got from David. Alan kept asking him what his plans were, and Jason keeps telling him that his parents are after him and they want to kill him, but Alan doesn't believe him. He told Alan that he's going to need some cash. So Alan said, well, look, I need to call a friend. I need to call Priscilla. Of course, Priscilla is the last person that Jason wants to talk to. And he basically concluded the conversation and told Alan that he doesn't want to talk about any more serious issues right now. Shut up and drink. So when Bobby came up to relieve Max, Priscilla came by and she wants Bobby to take her out. And Bobby was a little surprised. He was like, well, yeah, we can do that. She wanted to know when Bobby was leaving work, and he told her that he would be off really soon. She told him to meet her at the Bellingham restaurant. And this is when Sam walked up. And of course, he wants to know what's going on. And Bobby was like, oh yeah, she's just telling me good night. And Sam basically politely asked him, he said, look, man, we're having some issues within our marriage. So I would appreciate it if you would just step down, don't make anything more complicated than what they already are. And Bobby was like, well, I ain't even did nothing. He ain't did nothing yet because it's going down. Oh yeah, for sure. And of course, Max is warning him yet again not to mess with a married woman, but Bobby's not going to listen. Bobby's going to do whatever Bobby wants to do. And Kareem came out of his bedroom where Barry was, and he's all nervous and scared. And he called his cousin over, and his cousin told him that he would be there in 30 minutes. Kareem is losing it by the moment. He doesn't need to go through with this. He doesn't have the balls to do it. He's nervous, he's scared, and he's going to mess things up for himself. So Sam called David, and he had to let David know that they saw Jason passing through the toll in his truck. So now David has to go and look for Jason. And of course, when he gets Jason, he's going to beat him down. He's going to beat him to a pulp because he stabbed him, right? And Sam didn't leave the conversation without telling David that he wants him to take Bobby down. He wants him to beat Bobby up because he wants to sleep with Priscilla. Oh my gosh, this is so weird. Sam, chill out with that. Seriously, he's caused all these issues within his marriage, and now that another man wants to be with her, now he can't take it. He can't take it. He wants David to smash Bobby's face in. This is so junior high. So now we move on to Lily, aka Deborah. Lord have mercy. Poor Lily. She told the doctor that she cut herself throwing knives and that she's an act in the traveling circus. And I don't know who's funnier, her or Donald. But anyway, she says that she's a part of the circus, and the doctor says that he's going to have to get x-rays. He can definitely stop the bleeding, but he has to see what's going on the inside. After they got Eli settled at home and walked him up to the door, Bobby told Max that he has a hot date and, he's about to go and smash Priscilla. Max is trying to talk him out of it because he knows that this is just a train wreck that's waiting to happen. Now, when Eli went upstairs, Simone is there on the bed with her nice teddy on again and ready to get in the tub, right? So what does Eli want to do? He want to talk. And he wants to know if Simone called one of his co-workers or someone that he knew, right? And one of his contacts, I think is how he referred to the guy, as one of his contacts. And she said, yeah, that she did call him because Simone doesn't believe any of this crap. So she's trying to pull all the pieces together on her own and see what's really going on. But he told her that she needs to let it go. They're going to get to the White House. They're going to get into those seats soon enough, but she needs to let it go and let him handle everything. Then they kind of got into it for a minute, and then Eli got this really sharp tone with her. And she said, don't you take that tone with me. I told you guys, Eli is not putting it down like that at all. You got to talk in a certain tone when you ain't hitting it right. Then he told her he was going to hop in the shower. What happened to the bath, Eli? What happened to being romantic with your wife? So he just, and he didn't even go in the shower. He went into his office and called Victoria. He called Victoria, and what's she doing? Sitting there in the bed, talking about she was thinking about him. And she is annoyed. She is annoyed by Eli. So, of course, she has an agenda with everybody. I just want to know what it is with Eli. What's your end game with this guy? But he's all giddy. He's actually in love with her. He's talking to her like he loves her. Oh, I just really wanted to see you today. And talking to you makes everything better. And yada, yada, give me a freaking break. Then he told her that he wanted to see her touch herself. So, you know what happened after that. I really can't say it here, but yeah. So now in our next scene, we have Kareem and his cousin. He wanted to make sure that he was alone, that he came alone to his apartment. And he said, yeah. So he came on in, and Kareem wanted to know if he could trust him. He let Cuz know that someone's trying to set him up and that Kareem is there dead in his bedroom. He said, have you been smoking? Brought me to this crime scene. You know I'm hot. You know I'm wanted. Kareem was like, look, man, I'm not playing. I need to get rid of this body somehow. So Cuz went over to the bedroom, checked it out, saw the body laying there. He saw how big and heavy Barry was and told him that he's going to have to chop Barry up into little pieces and just get rid of the body because he's going to have to be small enough to fit inside of 2 suitcases. Gross. How gross. And let me just pause here for just a moment because we have everything confirmed now with this pharmacy and the front that Kareem is running drugs through that pharmacy. And This is Cuz. Cuz is the one who's providing the dope to run through the pharmacy that Hunter can't seem to get enough of. So everything's coming all together. It's coming full circle. So they're going to have to figure all this out. I just want to know if Kareem has the balls to do it. But I don't think that he does, because he wants to hire someone else to do it. He can't do his own dirty work, so he's got to go hire someone. So now in our final scene, we move back to Lily, and she wants to know what's taking so long with those x-rays. And the good old doctor told her that that's not a knife wound, that it's a bullet wound. So he called the police in, and the police came in there asking her all kinds of questions that Lily just did not Lily, sorry. Her name is now Deborah Harding. So he told her, if you don't want to answer my questions, then you're going to have to be detained. So she tried to tell him the same story, that she was a circus act and she'd throw knives for a living. So the police said, oh, okay, well, let me see some videos of you doing that online. And then he wanted to know if her husband, her boyfriend, or her pimp was actually hurting her, and she said no. Then the cute cop told her that she can't leave. She's going to have to be detained because she's been shot. And that ended the scene, good people. What do you guys think about this episode? Have you seen it yet? If you haven't watched it yet, go ahead and watch it so that we can discuss more of these storylines in detail. Because there's a whole lot going on the Oval tonight. It wasn't a whole lot of drama, where there wasn't a cliffhanger, none of that, but it was still good nonetheless. So that's it for now. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. You know I'd appreciate it. And if you're a fan of Tyler Perry's The Oval, go ahead and sub to the channel for more videos just like this one. Thank you so much for joining me on today's episode of Ruthless TV, you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.